We encourage you to talk to different people, date different people, and then commit to that person, to one person at some point, and start that relationship. When you come to Colombia, there are some rules you should follow, even if you don't understand them, even if you don't like them, but it's good to follow them. So, for example, always be very polite, right? The Colombians, if you see, they are always polite, they're always smiling, they're always saying hi. So be polite, be connected. This is a culture that connects. It's not an isolated culture. You like that, that's why you come here. So be part of that social, right? Be social, talk, communicate, smile. Don't be that grumpy, serious person. Like, be a little bit more outgoing and try to be also flexible. As we know, it's a different culture. Things work differently here. Patience is a big thing. Don't get angry. Don't get frustrated. Don't be mad on other people. Don't treat the people badly. Obviously, if somebody is really bad to you, obviously you have all your right to say, but just don't treat everybody bad because you think from a better country or from a better service or better whatever, right? The long-term impact, as I said, is very strong. And unfortunately, there's a very negative side as well. And that is why I think it came so much up now. There's the movement of passport bros. There's a lot of sex tourism. There's a lot of we're going to a country, party and do drugs. I think that is where the most biggest problem is and where the most Colombians get really pissed. Because there was such a bad history in the past, right, about the drug war. So many people died in this war and are still dying in this war. And basically all Colombians have family members who died because of it, and it's not a long time ago. So if you come here and party, do drugs, sex, and you think you can be the king with your dollars or your whatever money you're using, currency you're using, right? That is not the right attitude. And that is, I think, that has happened a lot. And that is why I think it is changing a little bit. And you have to be careful. We have to be careful when we come into the country. We want that it has a positive impact, right? Nothing will be perfect. There will be always an impact that we can be as conscious about as possible. So if your idea is to come for sex and for drugs, that is not the right place. And AFA is not the right place for you. Everybody is free to do what you want to do. But as I said, be mindful about what you're doing. And sometimes, or some guys know that they can go out with a very young woman. Guys, there is a difference on what I can do and what I should do, right? I can do party every day and get drunk every day and go crazy every day, but should I do it? No. Why? Because it's not good for my body, it's not good for my health, it's not good for my environment. No. I could, jump out of the window. It's a stupid example. Should I? No. Like, you can date a woman 30 years younger than you. Should you? No. Why? Because sometimes there might be some reasons why it is necessary, but most of the times it's really not. And then you guys complain, oh, she's taking money from me, or she's there for the wrong reasons, or she just used me, my heart is broken. So you have to be also mindful about that, right? And conscious about that. There's a lot of good and bad. And that's, as I said, I want to really go a little bit more deeper in that. And I'm happy if you have any comments about it, because obviously you guys might sometimes get confused. Like, okay, I'm dating. We encourage you, right, as a matchmaking company, do encourage you to go and meet different people. Yes, that's why we do the tours. That's why we do the speed dating. That's why we're setting you up on different dates with different people. Why? Because first of all, some of you don't have the skills to really date that much. You haven't dated. You don't know how to talk to a woman. You don't know how to present yourself. There's a different language, so you have to practice a little bit, right? So a couple of dates, you need to practice, especially some of you have been out of the dating game for a long time. You have been divorced for 20 years and you haven't been dating a long time. So you do need to practice. That's one reason. The other reason is you don't know the culture. You don't know the women and you don't know the different personalities. So especially when you're new, it's good to date a little bit. And I also encourage always to get to know the person for a couple of weeks and months, because you're not going to know that person in 1 week. So that's why we encourage you to talk to different people, date different people, and then commit to that person, to one person at some point, and start that relationship. But we do tell you it's good to get to know some people and to not like close your options right away, because that's what we see sometimes as well. You guys come, see the first woman, and then, okay, I'm going to marry her. And no, you need to get to know her first, right? Maybe she's not compatible with you in the long term. It's very difficult to get to know a person, really to know how compatible you are long term. You have to get to know the personality, the friends, the family, the love languages, the past, the future, the money mindset, what she wants with finances, what you want with finances. There's so many things you have to talk about before you can decide that you really are the one for the other, right? You might have chemistry, you might have a great connection, but you have to give it time.
Are you ready to get started? Sign up and connect with these real women.
Check out our website at
anewbride.com.